Hey there, we are here with Anthony Jasperson. He is a mortgage lender out here in Arizona. He's one of our preferred lenders, and he's helping buyers just like you move here every single day. But right now, we're going to be discussing the housing market and exactly what is going on with credit scores, with the interest rates, and exactly what type of market we're in. Because a lot of you guys think we're in a buyer's market right now, and that's just not the case. Anthony, can you tell us a little bit about what these buyers can expect when they are moving here to Arizona as far as the housing market goes?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, as you know, Arizona is growing. I mean, it's so many people moving here. There's businesses coming here. So we have shifted definitely. I mean, like you said, it never really was necessarily the buyer's market, but we've definitely shifted 100% back into the seller's market. So, I mean, we're looking at, if you got to go in full price with the offers now. Seller concessions are getting really slim. I mean, they're still seeing them every once in a while, but they're definitely not. Just a few months back, we had like the 2-1 buy downs and people were getting $15,000 seller credits. And those are definitely not coming anymore.
That's crazy. So are you guys no longer seeing the 2-1 buy downs at all?
No, we haven't seen those in a few months now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, I remember just a couple months ago, and if you guys have been watching my channel for the past few months, you guys probably saw that, I was talking about these new builders giving away sellers concessions, and a lot of loan officers were finding out ways to buy down your interest rates and things like that, and that's just not the case anymore.
No.
And just like Anthony said, we are seeing, multiple offers come in on homes here in Arizona. We're seeing above asking price again. Now, Anthony, this is my fear as a realtor for my clients, and I know a lot of other realtors fear because we have a lot of PTSD from 2021 and 2022. Do you see the market getting back to that craziness again? Or like, I know we can't really predict that, but we all kind of have our own opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get quite back to that, where it was with some people were going 100K over asking price.
Again?
No, not recently.
Oh,
I'm saying back no, back in like 2020.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll get there again, but I do think we have a lot of people right now that have just been sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Rates went up and there was a lot of qualified borrowers that just said, I'm not gonna buy right now. So as the rates slowly start ticking back down, they're gonna start coming out and start buying again. So it's definitely gonna get the market going, and like you said, multiple offers. I don't know, like I said, if we're gonna quite get to that craziness because we're not at 2% interest rates like we were.
Yeah.
But I definitely anticipate that we're gonna get a lot busier.
I agree with you there, and I have noticed as well, a lot of my buyers, I know a lot of you guys have called me already and you're waiting until June, fall, maybe early next year, but here's the thing, the market is changing, and it's changed quickly over the last month because we went into a mild buyer's market. We were never really in a crazy buyer's market.
Yep.
We were in a mild buyer's market, barely, and now we're going back into that seller's market. So if you guys are wanting to start your home buying process, you may want to start now to see kind of where you're at when that time is ready for you guys to purchase your home. So Anthony, another thing a lot of my buyers are asking me about is, what the heck is going on with the whole credit score thing? Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Because
yeah, a lot of people asking.
Yeah. Now I've heard that they're kind of screwing, and I know this has nothing to do with mortgage lenders, so don't take this out on your mortgage lender. It's not their fault, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm like, they're kind of screwing the people who have been able to work their butts off to get their credit scores to 750 and higher. And now those of us who have worked our butts off to get our credit scores higher, we have to pay more on our mortgage. How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, like I tell everybody, I don't agree with it, but unfortunately it is, it's across the board. So it's one of those things that's outside of our hands. I just will let people know, like, if you do have a good credit score, you're still not taking a worse interest rate than, say, somebody that has a low, credit score. So, and it has only conventional loans, so it's only Fannie and Freddie, nothing to do with FHA, VA. Those are still staying the same. But it's more to try to help affordability for those lower income, lower credit score people. So I mean, they're still taking, like I said, at the end of the day, they're still going to get a lower interest rate than what you are with a good credit score.
Okay.
And we don't, and we always like to say we can work things around it, because there's different down payments and there's ways that like the scale shows it. So we have ways that we can get around it, so you're not taking the worst score. But I definitely want to make sure people know that you're not gonna, if you have a 780 credit score, you're not taking a worse rate than somebody who has a 620 credit score.
So that's fabulous information, because so many buyers are looking at that and thinking like, okay, well, what's the point of me even buying now?
Right.
Because they feel like they're kind of at the same place if they had a 650 credit score, and that's just not the case, right?
No, yeah, definitely not.
Perfect. And this whole credit score thing it's only affecting conventional loans and not FHA and VA.
Correct, yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, Anthony, thank you so much. If you guys are looking to move here and relocate to Arizona, if you're looking to move anywhere in the Valley, we're here to help you. I'm an Arizona licensed realtor working every single day. I'm here to help serve and support you at the highest possible level. And Anthony is here to help get you pre-approved and get you started with that loan process.
What we're in right now, really, like I've talked to my dad multiple times. He's like, my first mortgage was 17%. Like in the 80s, and he's like, then it got down to 11, and I was like, yes, and it's just like, even like my brother, when he bought his house, and I think 08 or like right before the crash or right at the crash, he was like 9%, something like that. So it's like, we're not even that far away from it really being.
We're really not.
It was way worse.
Yeah.
And traditionally we've been in this is kind of the average area.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's the thing, like you were just saying, is we are very short-minded. You were just saying about gas. Like we gas is at about $5 a gallon right now here in Arizona, and when we see it go down to $4.30, $4.20, we're like, oh my God, yes, gas went down.
Let's go fill up.
Yeah, let's go fill up the tank. Let's fill up all the cars. Like, let's do this. But one thing we don't realize is not too long ago, like you said, it was $2 a gallon, and now all of a sudden we're freaking out over it, being $4.30 or $4.20 a gallon when it used to be so much better. And that's the exact same thing about interest rates. Is during, during the pandemic and everything, it was down to those, 2.5%, 3%. But do you think we're ever going to get down to that again?
I don't know. I mean, I think the pandemic was just such a one-off, and that situation right there, the rates, and I definitely think we're gonna eventually drop back down. But I have people at that time that we locked in at like 1.75.
Holy cow.
And I just don't think that's, and that guy, that's his mortgage for life, because there's no way he's ever gonna get anything better than that.
No way he's ever gonna refinance, right? No. That's insane. And that's what we're trying to explain to you guys. If you are looking to purchase a home, make sure, you hop on that, because yes, interest rates are at that 5, they're at 6, what are they at right now?
About 6.5 right now, yeah.
6.5 right now. But what's going to happen come May or June or July, and interest rates drop down to that 5%? Exactly what happened with gas. You see that gas tank right now, you're filling up at $5 a gallon, it drops to $4.20, you're gonna go fill up right away, you're gonna get excited. But what happens when those interest rates drop from 6.5 to 5% in the next couple months? The housing market is going to go wild again. So now we're not saying that that's exactly what's going to happen with interest rates and with the housing market, but just be prepared, because if you wait, you are waiting for a frenzy most likely. So keep that in mind. Now, one other thing I want to ask you about, and this is someone I just learned about too, and I'm not in the mortgage loan world. If you guys want financial advice, talk to Anthony here. But who the heck is Harry Habib? Harry Habib?
Barry Habib.
Barry Habib. Barry Habib.
So Barry is like the mortgage guru. All of us, guys in the lending industry, or most of us, are kind of geeked out with him. And like when he comes on, we listen. But there's a reason for that. It's because he's been right most of the time.
Now, he's saying right now, and I know we don't want to go too much into this, but come May 10th.
That's his date.
What is he saying about that?
That's when he said that they're going to start dropping.
Interest rates are going to start dropping. So the frenzy is probably going to start. Now, I'm not a big fan on dates. A lot of people say dates all over with any kind of topic, and something usually never really happens. But this guy seems to be correct 99.5% of the time. So we'll see, but that's something I'm very curious about too. So you guys full on, because I heard this from multiple lenders.
It's out there.
It's all out there. So
I think it's, yeah, I mean, he hasn't given me a reason not to. I mean, especially with what's been going on now, he's been pretty spot on with everything. So it doesn't mean that May 10th is going to come and we're going to drop to a 5% like in one day. He just means that's when we're going to start. We've leveled out now. So we're not spiking anymore like we were. At least we're kind of just hovering right now. And this is when he thinks it's down. It's going to start slowly ticking down. Yeah. So, it's going to be probably June, July before we maybe see those 5s if everything goes the way it should go. But it's definitely not going to just be overnight. But, lately it's been, everybody's just so used to them just going up, and so I think that's kind of what's got everybody excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like we said, everyone's so used to those interest rates going up. They're waiting for the housing market to crash. I'm gonna roll my eyes at that because that's most likely not going to happen. And if it does, I owe you guys $100. Just kidding. Don't take my word. But it's going. There's going to be a change, and we're already seeing that change. So if you were to tell a buyer right now to any advice, it would be to start the process now. Yeah. And to expect interest rates to drop and to possibly expect a frenzy. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I would say get going now. And it's my little saying lately has been marry the house, date the interest rate. Yeah. Let's get you in the house, and especially if you get into a house right now that say it's $25,000 less than what it would be maybe 6 months because rates dropped. Yep. And then when those rates drop, take advantage of the interest rate. So now you've got the house cheaper and you got the better interest rate. So you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. And because the home prices are still low. I mean, they're still dropped a little bit. Obviously, the appreciation keeps going up year over year. Yep. But homes compared to this time last year, like they're at a lower price point. Now, if interest rates drop over, June or July, August, guess what's going to happen with those home prices? They're going to go up most likely, right?
Yeah, exactly. And to just speak on that, I mean, like you said, they've went down a little bit, but we had a 30% increase on home values in the COVID time. And that's just not sustainable. No. So, I mean, it's really not dropped. It's just that we're going to start just seeing that traditional 5 to 6% increase every year. Yes. We're not going to see the 30%.
I love that. I love the way that you put that because that's a lot more in depth than what I just said. So.
Yeah. So I just think when you say drop, it sounds bad. It's like they really haven't. It's just they, leveled out a little bit.
I love that. They leveled out, you guys. They're not dropping. They're leveling out. So that's good.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for being here. And I know we already did our outro. But again, if you guys are looking to move here, if you're looking for a mortgage lender here in Arizona, Anthony and his team are right here. They have your back. They're here to serve and support you at the highest possible level and will help guide you through that entire process.